Nah, we all good.
That's great. So let's talk why. Let's talk why Mortal Kombat is a 7 out of 10 movie.
Wow.
But
let's
very problematic.
Talk about that.
That is not true.
So according to IMDb, here's the synopsis.
MMA
fighter Cole Young seeks out
Deonte.
Earth's greatest champions in order to stand against the enemies of Outworld in a high-stakes battle for the universe. Can I get initial thoughts? And I'm going to go down a list of characters. I really want to get you guys' opinion on these characters and their impact in the movie.
Thank you so much. Who's going first, sir? You're running this thing.
You got it, sir.
First and foremost, I want to say it's not a 7 out of 10. It's a 10 out of 10 movie. And when I first saw the trailer for it, I fell in love. It got everything that I wanted from a Mortal Kombat movie. What else you want to say about the characters you said? Break it down.
No, it's just a brief summary, and then I'm going to go down the list of characters. So, Javon, you can go with your brief summary and what you think of the film. I
enjoyed it. I would give it probably I wouldn't give it a 10 out of 10, maybe like a 9, 9.5, 8, 8.5. It's high, I highly rate it. Like, there are different things where room for improvement. Which I say I hope we get a sequel. But overall, my overall experience was great. And it was way better than the first two.
Great. DRW, what do you think?
I give it a 10 out of 10. I really enjoyed the movie. I watched it 3 times. I don't really watch movies like multiple times like that, but this one I watched 3 times.
That was some words.
It was good, man.
Words.
It was good. And I didn't watch the trailer, so maybe that kind of had an impact on me because I had no expectations going in. I was amazed through the movie, so I'm like, wow.
Rail, what do you think of your initial thoughts on what you rated?
Not a 10 out of 10. By far not a 10 out of 10. But it is a smooth 8 to 9. Like, if you want to give it an 8 point something, do you? If obviously y'all liked it that much, give it a 9.9. I don't care. But it's not a full 10. And I only say that because personally, it was everything you want from Mortal Kombat. But it was almost like, and trust me, this is what made it good. It was like you picked up the controller and played through story mode.
Is that a bad thing?
Is that a bad thing?
No. And that's what I'm saying. It's not. So in reality, like how I feel about it, the story is real video game-ish, but it was still a good movie because they can run with that. They can definitely run with that. Facts. Don't care what you
Part 2 coming soon.
They can run with that. But I don't say a full 10. For that reason, like I feel like they was just like, we're gonna give you what you want while we explain these other 2 dudes. And guess what? Kano. Kano. Wait a minute. Kano again? Kano again? Kano again? Okay, I get it. Even Kano was like, "Oh, I'm back. You want a laser beam?" Like he literally said that. What? But I digress. We'll get into it.
I like Kano.
Okay,
So,
I like Kano too, but dude,
Kano was, to me, they relied heavily on him. They gave him a lot of screen time. He fell flat. Like they tried to make him the comic relief, and he was only funny sometimes just when he was provoked. But him being part of the main team at the beginning with Sonya and Jax's sideline, because they don't care about Jax, and you got Liu Kang here, them 3, and Kano's a big part where it's just like, you're not funny, you're annoying. Sonya, that actress, I'm sorry, girl, you gotta go. Like, it's so many parts where it's just like, why are you giving him so much screen time? And all these other parts are not even like, I think they spent great money on the action, like the fighting, they got some of the top fighters, and also on the special effects. But as far as the acting and some of the other stuff, it's just like, it didn't really go. Like Kano, and then even how his power came out, that's different from like how the story is or how the games are.
Wait,
like, but my thing is, okay,
never explained.
I have a question.
Yeah,
Not
that
allow
is it.
the movie to have creative rights.
Have you played Mortal
So-
Kombat before, Fidel? Have you played?
Hey,
You played Mortal
don't do that.
Kombat before.
Don't
Yes,
do
I
that.
played Mortal Kombat
He
before. I
got
just
his
played
eye
it
from the
yesterday.
black market. He got his eye from the black market. He ain't. There was that whole.
That's
So
what I'm
that's
saying.
another thing. The way they push the story, I can deal with it because they're explaining how you have powers. Like it's just a thing you got. Cool. Because of this thing. Cool. It's a little
Because of the mark.
off. Right. So I do have a question because I didn't pay attention. Did Sonya
How
get
was-
a mark?
Yeah,
she got
after
off
she
Kano.
killed Kano, she got a mark.
She
Right.
killed Kano. Thank God.
Another
Yeah.
another thing, what Shane Soul said. Very good sentence that he put out there. He said, "Death don't mean nothing around
Right.
here."
Right.
So
Yeah, but that's common for Mortal Kombat. Like people come back all
Right.
the time.
exactly. So is it gonna be like I'm coming back as me with a metal eye,
Maybe.
or am I?
Maybe.
Or am
Now,
I
if they
a
bring Kano
revenant?
back in the second part, then I'm like, okay, that's too much. That's too much, guy.
That's what I'm saying. Am I a revenant? Or
I think he needs to be dead. There's so many characters in the Mortal Kombat that didn't touch on for them to bring Kano back on the second movie.
And that's
or
my
are
thing
we gonna
too.
bust out a dark rating?
That's what I'm thinking about too, because I'm like, they teased. I love Johnny Cage. I liked how they teased Johnny Cage at the end, but as soon as they teased him, because I kind of forgot about Johnny Cage once the movie started. Once they showed Johnny Cage in that poster, I'm like, I would have enjoyed Johnny Cage a lot more than Kano.
Nope.
Like
You
Johnny
want-
Cage
I
is
think-
designed
You
to be
want to see a
comic
white
relief.
man in the Mortal Kombat.
I think that
shit.
might be why. Yeah, I think that might be why.
That's what you want.
because
You want to see the white
when
man.
I look back at it, I'm like, Johnny Cage would have been Kano in this movie.
He should have
We
been.
need
Like he would have that. So exactly. I think they did that for that reason. Like,
Because you gotta have a
so
second one.
remember, all this happened during COVID, so they got every director, everybody got time to be like, wait a minute, what's going on right now? I feel like they at one point they were like, let's just give it to him, and then somebody was like, chill out. Granted, they ran with Kano, but think about, since Kano's gone, Johnny Cage is going to be the next person to be like, I'm going to run my mouth.
Now, speaking of
And-
somebody who was Team Kano and part of their amazing friends, what do you guys
Cabal.
think of Sonya Blade?
I liked her.
She played her part.
I thought she did well.
She played her part to me.
She played her part.
My complaint is very sexist, so I won't say it out loud.
But this is my thing. To me, the things that you are complaining about, to me, are like non-factors. It's like when people complain about the people part of Kong versus Godzilla, I don't care about the people. I'm here for Kong versus Godzilla.
Kong versus guys.
So,
But if we're
about
talking
the
about a
acting
movie
and the-
subjectively,
but I understand. But I'm saying, but if we talk about, when I want to see a Mortal Kombat movie, I want to see fighting, cool effects. You know what I'm saying? Powers. That's what I care about. The how good the actors are. That's neither here nor there. As long as they're feasible, they look like a person, and the story is decent. That's good.
so
I'm
okay,
not
I don't
my
get
only
that
gripe-
because you go, Deonte.
My only gripe was this Liu Kang was a little soft to me. He was a
He
little soft.
wasn't. He was not. And everybody keeps trying to say
Yo,
that.
he got beat
He
up by
wasn't.
he was getting beat up by Cabal.
Liu Kang gets beat up all the time. I don't get why everybody.
He's died.
Liu Kang is
Everybody
a hero.
Everybody at one point gets beat up all the
The
time.
whole exactly everybody got whooped at one point, but then he turned around and did what? I'm gonna give you Liu Kang. That man
Right.
gave you the Fox Dragon the first movie. People can't even do that in the game, and they still watching
Yeah.
this movie. Like, come on.
Yeah, I
Right.
thought Liu Kang and Kung Lao should have been like the focus because I love them too. I think they were really strong.
Killed Kung Lao too fast.
Yeah, they killed.
But
And he
to me,
didn't
he
He
win
had
the
to get
best
somebody
match with
soul.
the
He had to
hat.
get somebody soul.
But yeah,
Yeah,
to me,
it's somebody
them
so.
Club,
So, no,
them bringing
that's what
Kung Lao
got
as a
me.
character,
As like a,
and he bringing him back as somebody who they got to fight next movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense, but that still got me. Like,
That didn't happen.
how you just
in the
grab
movie.
him? Like, he just grabbed him. Like, so
It's not a remake.
you
It's
telling me
it's not a same remake.
if he put hands on anybody, he just absorbing them.
My thing is, I
He was Majin
understand
Buu.
what I understand what people are saying about the second one. I have faith that they're going to make a second one. I want to see a second one, but I can't sit here and put everything that went wrong or a wish list. Oh, they're going to put it in the second one. This is, they going to do it in the second one. The second one is coming. So let me overlook this bad or movie that has some dents in it. Like, I just got to take it as the first one. And if we're talking about collectively as a movie, to me, it has to be cohesive, because if we're going to give this a pass, we might as well just love every single DC movie that come out. They look like the people. They got good action. We should just not care how the movie flows.
No, it don't have good action.
And the storyline be
saying.
And the storyline be trash.
But at least they tried the standard was good fights, and they look like the person.
DC movie right now? Are you doing that?
Because that's true.
That's the comparison you're doing? The Mortal Kombat we just saw compared to any DC movie?
I'm saying if our argument is like, we don't care how the story goes, and Javon said this, like, if we don't see how the story goes, it doesn't flows, and it has some dents and stuff like that. If we can't talk honestly about that, and we only care about the action, and if they look like the person, so why do we give DC so much flack? Because if they look like the people, trash.
To me,
not every single DC movie story is trash, and they have horrible movies.
This story wasn't trash. I think this story was trash.
Other than the animation ones,
I think that this story went good, flowed.
I love the story.
If that's the case, Deonte. Where did the metal chest dude? What is that? Who is that?
That's power.
But he was
his power.
He was made fresh for the movie.
He's a new character.
I was cool with Cole.
What you're saying is,
I was cool with Cole, but when we're talking about Mortal Kombat, who has 5 million characters, and you already have a heavy lift to explain this universe. Why are we introducing a new character when we have a Liu Kang, when we have a Jax who just got holed out?
Because it gives you a perspective of, hey, we have a guy who don't know nothing. So now when we're explaining things and giving exposition, we're not just giving exposition for no reason. We're actually, it's within the story.
But you say that, but Sonya and Liu Kang are explaining everything. They can explain this all to Johnny Cage. They can explain this all to Jax, or we can see Sonya and Jax take on and learn about all this stuff.
So you want Johnny Cage, the white man,
you want a
prequel movie instead of another Asian brother?
Johnny Cage is a mainstay in the universe. I'm down with Johnny Cage being a big part of it.
So fire the Asian guy and get a white man the lead role. That's what you're saying. Top bill. That's what you're saying?
I'm saying, I want to see Johnny Cage, a legacy character,
so you want
instead
to
of
take
a
food
new
out
character.
His family mouth. Take food out his family mouth and give it to a white man. Anything.
There's many of movies that he can be a part of.
I think everything with Cole, like I said, I think it was fine.
That was great.
Obviously, they have said we're gonna get Johnny Cage. Well, Johnny Cage comes or what? I don't care. I'm talking about this.
What about Johnny Cage?
For me, this movie gave me everything I need. Facts. We got Johnny Cage in two other movies.
And it was bad.
We seen 2 movies of Johnny Cage.
And it was bad.
It's crazy because this movie is, I understand what everything y'all saying, but it's so polarizing because I hear literally at one end, it's like people are saying, this is what I want and I like it and I respect that. And then on the other end, you have people like, this was mid, this was wrong. It's just weird how maybe it's coming from my childhood, but I'm just seeing both sides of it. I'm like, I get what I understand maybe what you're saying, but I'm like, everything we wanted, like, we didn't even get to Mortal Kombat. We didn't even get to Mortal Kombat.
The whole movie they was telling you. The whole movie they told you we're not doing the tournament. The whole movie they was like, we're not doing the tournament. The whole movie.
But that's what I'm saying. Like the whole movie.
That's not Mortal Kombat.
Tournament.
We're not doing the tournament. The whole movie.
In the game Mortal Kombat, they never make it to Mortal Kombat.
So there's no parts of the game where they're actual fighting in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, I'm talking about the movie.
That's wrong. No. That's wrong. Mortal Kombat is the rules in place as they fight. So you can fight anywhere.
So this one Mortal Kombat
the rules are. So listen, that's what I'm saying. In this movie, they took the whole rules thing. They took it like 2 different ways. Like you gotta wait until Mortal Kombat to fight. They were like, right. But we got other ways of handling this. Like, if you died before Mortal Kombat, then you died before Mortal Kombat. That was the whole point. They're like, we're not elder guys. Raiden can't get involved because he's, that's him. But
Right.
that's how they got around the rules. That's why he was doing that the whole time. He was like, hey, there's other ways. And I think that's what's leading into number 2. Because when you think about it, Johnny Cage does fight at Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, but I got that. But everybody got that though. That was one of the movie. The movie probably happened maybe months before the actual Mortal Kombat was to start, and he was going around killing everybody. So I'm like,
they were telling you
the whole point.
They say in the movie Mortal Kombat is months from now.
Yeah.
In the movie, they said that.
I don't understand what's the problem.
I'm not saying it doesn't make sense. I'm just saying when we're talking about Mortal Kombat film, I can't give this so much when it's such a derivative from what I've seen and what they told me in the games.
But okay, I got a question. I got a huge thing.
You're acting like the first 2 Mortal Kombat movies were so outstanding.
He's not.
So high.
I'm not. I
He's
love
not.
the first
He's not.
one. The second one is trash, but I'm not. They wasn't trying to do so much in the first one. Like, yeah, and it's really a sign of the times. Look at the other movies that came out then. Like, of course, we're gonna look back on it and be like, oh, it wasn't all that. But my thing is, in those movies, they didn't derive so much from the game. Like, if anything, yeah, they could have been told better, but they were fighting. We saw characters that we knew more. Like, we had good action scenes. I'm just saying, like, that was a good start. For this one to come out, it's a derivative. Like, the other one was just a dated adaptation of the game, but this is like a different, it's kind of like DCEU movies. And it's crazy is how they keep related. With DCEU movies, these are different characters that you've been introduced in the comics. These backstories, things that they're talking about is notably different.
But what about just simple creative license? Because we don't have no problem with the fact of in Marvel, they have creative license all the time where stuff that they do in the movies does not match up to the comic books at all.
Falcon is not from Louisiana.
The thing is, I understand creative license. I'm down with you changing stuff, but you also have to do it good. I can't sit here and try to BS you like, there's nothing wrong with this. If you try to do it and you change stuff up and it's still a bad movie or it's still an issue or it could have been done better, I'm going to say that. You can change the stuff up, but you still got to make stuff good.
Out of 10, so that's still a very high rating.
I never said I hate the movie. I said I like the movie. I want to see it, but this is my honest opinion about it. I'm not going to give it so much like, it's the best thing in the world. This is 11, 20,000 out of 10. No, it was 7 out of 10. It can get better in the sequel.
It's cool.
Well, no, it's not straight towards you. It's straight toward Javon,
Sub-Zero
Tom,
stabbed Scorpion. His blood came out. And he froze his blood. He stabbed with his own blood.
Okay,
but
so
comment.
Deonte, let me ask Deonte a question.
What's up?
Did you like Reptile?
No.
Yeah, I like Reptile.
No.
So you like Reptile?
He said it already. Why him twice?
So when we had our conversation, when you asked me how Reptile was, and I said, "Oh, he was boo-boo. He was not good." You like, "Oh, he always like that." Did you not say that?
I'm saying he's a trash fighter. I say he's a trash fighter. He's always a trash fighter.
Now it's trash fighter.
But I said that he looks great in this movie.
Wait.
He's always a trash fighter.
Yeah,
Reptile always get beat.
Hey, yo,
that's why I feel like
I'm collecting on my
they're gonna play more.
We're going for a little bit.
They're gonna comment more on like in the next movie, like because you like they play Bloodline very hard in this, like your Bloodline, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
So we know we're gonna get another Sub-Zero, at least Noob, and I feel like the whole Reptile situation, like he was just an outworld species that was helping out.
Like Baraka. Like Baraka is a species of people.
Because
I understand that.
I said Reptile, like Reptile's role was perfect because it had to give you these niggas fighting, but they don't got their powers yet, and they beat them, like show you like come together type thing. It had to make them come together. Reptile had to happen to make them come together. That's why I said
I feel like
Reptile
that's not our Reptile though. That's not the Reptile that people think. Like I feel like when they get to Mortal Kombat, it's gonna be a lot bigger. Like it's gonna be a big fight movie, obviously. But it's gonna explain more. Like I feel like that's where everybody's gonna be like, oh, Liu Kang did his thing. Oh my gosh. Like every round, it's gonna be rounds. It's gonna be crazy. Like, and they're gonna be sitting on the sideline like, dang, Sonya just got killed and we can't do nothing about it. Like,
I think about the movie and I think about Jax. And I'm like, dang, they did my boy Jax wrong. When I think about the movie, I think about the guy who Jax fought, and I don't even know who that was. And he didn't even matter. Their fight was so short. And that's the stuff I'm saying. Like, I can't give the movie so much, but I do like it. I enjoyed it. But because we even get to Scorpion and Sub-Zero, those were the best part. You opened it with the movie. For a big chunk before the third act, before it ended, you had little flashes of Scorpion. That's it. And even Sub-Zero, all his stuff was good and great, but I wish there was more understanding. Like, so for 100 years, you just been working with Shang Tsung? Like, what have you, why are you so angry? Why are you so mean? Like, it's stuff like that where I'm just like, I don't want to assume, but it could be portrayed in the story better.
Exactly.
But what does that change? Like, why do you need to know he's angry? Just know Shang Tsung
changes a lot. It changes a lot.
Like, that's it.
No,
like,
it changes a lot. Because he was not a henchman when he did that. I'm not talking about the comic book. I'm not talking about the game. I'm talking about for this movie.
I'm saying for the movie.
I'm talking about for this movie.
He's talking to me.
I'm just saying the we're going off.
Let me speak. I'm trying to answer it.
I'm trying to explain it to him.
I know. I love you. I love you. Yeah. God bless you.
At some point, we gotta take this. I'm saying at some point we gotta take this movie for what it is and just say this movie.
I understand that. To me, if like y'all had to do so much and some of your best parts was with Scorpion and Sub-Zero, they get you caught up in the whole story. You see the family and all that stuff. They get you caught up. You loved all that stuff, but then it's like, we ain't gonna ever talk about that stuff ever again. Here's some Kano. Here's some Jax crap. Here's some guy you don't even know. It's just like, where all that good stuff you just showed me? Like, even with Melina got nothing. Like, oh, hey, you look so cool. We know you're a huge part, but see you later. Like, it was just, who's that wing girl? Like, she got flawless victory so quick. Like, why? I'm like, why couldn't I just see more with Scorpion? Why can't I see more with Raiden? Why can't I see more with, and I'm gonna keep saying it, Jax? Like, why can't I see more of those people? Why are we?
Jax had a scene.
That's what I'm saying. It's not cohesive. The story is just, it's messy.
Jax had a scene.
And my thing
Jax
is,
had a scene.
Jax has never been like the main guy. Jax has never been. Jax has always been the nigga over there. Jax
let's just be okay with the nigga over there. Okay,
that's who he is. He's always been the nigga over there.
The nigga over there. Wow.
How many times have y'all played Jax in the game? Who picks Jackson? Who picked Jax?
Jax is an important character. That's the reason why he was in that.
You play Mortal Kombat?
Yes.
Wait, you don't play with no Jax.
Jax is cool.
He didn't even do this shit. Ooh.
Wow. So y'all didn't pick the one only black man. I picked Jax.
His moves
I like Jax. I like Jax. I wonder why they suck, because somebody designed them to suck.
Well, that's his character.
So yeah.
Final thoughts on Mortal Kombat. What are you guys looking for from the sequel? How many times are you going to watch it again? And how much would you pay to see that in theaters? How much would have paid?
$2.
The regular price of a movie edition.
I would have seen it on
price of admission. Just they can't.
I could have waited.
You could have waited. Thank you, Terrell, for the concise answer. Yeah, Javon, how much would you have paid?
I would have seen it on IMAX. If it was available on IMAX, I could see it on IMAX.
So, comment.
Deonte.
What's up?
Oh, right.
How much you would have saw an IMAX normal price?
Yeah.
He didn't say IMAX. He said IMAX.
This is a big. This was if IMAX was available, I would have seen it IMAX. I see all the movies that I want to see. I see them IMAX.
Would you went
like I said
twice?
I don't go to no movies twice in a movie.
I'm just asking. You saw it 3 times. I'm only asking.
Yeah, because I can play it at my house.
That's why it's a yes or no, sir. It's a yes or no.
No, I want to see it twice in the movie theater.
Thank you for having that on record.
But my thing is, that's a hard answer because I see Endgame, but I'm not watching Endgame twice on IMAX.
In the movie theater.
Oh, I've seen Endgame twice in theaters.
You do that though. You do that.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm asking to see if you do it. I'm not assuming
But
you're
you know
right,
I don't do
sir.
that.
I don't.
You know
I
I
don't
don't
know
do that.
everything about you, sir.
Here we
I
go.
don't
Now,
know. You're an independent
like,
person.
yo, now
You have 3 kids. You're a great father.
I got 2 kids.
Oh man. Oh well. Okay. Sorry.
Yo, you know what? You know what?
Squad up.
Maybe I do know you.
That's crazy.
Terrell, final word on Mortal Kombat, sir.
Yeah. Like, I feel like you feel like y'all gave me so much. Y'all gave me you gave me their names first and last, and it was on some blood and Crip stuff. So the end game was just so Sub-Zero can chill with. Man, no. Tell me why they mad, please. What is going on? But
Yeah.
I know why they're mad. But why explain that to a crowd to not explain nothing to a crowd?
But this is only I'll say.
That guy got a future.
But what?
He's got a
Well, I'm
future.
gonna say one thing.
Okay.
Now, knowing what we know about it, how long does that take? How long does that
How
take
long?
for real? That's a whole extra 30 to 40 minutes.
No, you can get a flashback. You can get a couple flashback scenes.
You explain why 2 clans hate each other?
I'm saying,
Yeah.
I'm saying, if we already had the opening scene of Sub-Zero killing Scorpion, it wasn't that hard to get some additional scenes to be like, here's some clan stuff, here's some Scorpion stuff, here's some Sub-Zero stuff.
Well, we kind of went when they was fighting. They both like said they said. So I'm pretty sure it was like a rival. Like I don't even know why 2 rival clans. Why the Blood and Crips mad at each other? Nobody knows. All I know is the Blood and Crips mad at each other. Like nobody cares. I don't care why they mad at each other. I have no. Who cares? They mad. It's on
but
site.
in the Bloods
period.
and Crits movie, I expect that to be explained.
So look,
It's not a Sub-Zero
understand-
Scorpion movie.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is,
Not
I
even
would
more
have
combat.
enjoyed more other things than that whole first set. Like, if that was the case, when Cole's like tripping, every time you showed me Scorpion with the stupid little wire, that was aggravating. That was like a load screen. Like, I'm mad. It was literally, so every time you
Man.
showed me that, I would have rather taken like a flashback of that fight. You feel me? And that would have saved some other stuff in the beginning. Like, show me Jax. You could have shown me Jax and Sonya actually at war, and them seeing that first when they said this dude has superpowers. Like,
But that
show me
took
that
focus
first.
off the new character that like they were trying to.
And maybe that's
It's
the
not.
reason why you maybe
The purpose
don't
of the-
add
the
a
purpose of-
new character.
You gotta grade what the movie was trying to do. The movie trying to introduce a new character, and that's what they did.
Right.
And that's
So
why
That's what they
if
did.
I'm grading them on introducing a new character, they got a D. Maybe a
So
C.
they did a bad job. So they did a bad job with introducing the new character.
No. Just
To me.
so understand that whole first part was redundant because
So who is Cole? Who is Cole, Fidel?
They reiterate.
A MMA fighter who has a mark and a wife
Where you get the
and
mark
a
from?
kid.
How do you get the mark?
He's
Bloodline.
a bloodline of Scorpion.
Right.
Oh, that's
Which they
okay.
so
Good.
listen,
Then you know who the
I
character
get
is.
that.
That's not,
But
you
they
don't know who
talked
that
about
person is.
So
You just told me
what?
everything I need to know about him. He's a descendant of Scorpion,
Did you need the whole movie
He's a-
for that?
and he's an MMA fighter.
So did you need the whole movie for that?
It didn't take the whole movie.
It did.
No,
He
because
was
you got Scorpion.
He said, "I got armor and a knife. I'm gonna kill 3 niggas in the movie."
And
He
to
literally-
me, I think it would have been great, just in my offering a solution. I think it would have been great to see. I think we got a little bit when they were talking about like, I'm not that fighter anymore. If we even got a little bit more of that, just like, what kind of fighter are you? Like, what is the purpose of you getting armor? Like, is it just your bloodline, or is you like, are you a fierce
explained that
fighter
too.
who always scrappy?
No, he takes punishment and then he wins. That's why his armor, he takes punishment and then he gets more power. They explained that too.
But no, they said that line and they gave you a reason, but they didn't show
We
you
were
that.
saying,
They
like,
didn't,
yeah,
they're
like,
just
show
telling you,
you.
believe me, because he's a great fighter. He's strong. He's strong. He takes punishment.
because he used
Let
to
me
be-
see
because
that
he used to
in
be a
the
champion,
actual
though.
movie.
He used to be a champion. They don't have to show you.
Show
They
me
tell
that.
you. Why gotta show you?
Wait. I don't. So was he a champion or he beat the champion? that was what I also that. So
is he a rocket fighter? Yeah. Is he like Floyd Mayweather? Is he like who is
that
he?
Was exactly that was the
He's
point.
He's an MMA fighter who used to be really, really good.
That could be any video game character in the world.
Exactly.
This is a new person.
Champion. And then he started getting beat again.
So my question, you got that one line about him, MMA fighter who's trying to get back or whatever. Now look at everybody else. I'm Liu Kang. I'm part of this clan. I've been here for this long. I'm an orphan. Like, they're giving you at least details of that stuff. Here's my cousin. Look at our interaction.
They didn't give me no flashbacks.
Look at Scorpion. Here's my family. Look, like,
they ain't give me no flashbacks of him being an orphan.
That's what I'm saying. That should have been great. But you saw his interaction with his cousin, and we also are familiar with Liu Kang.
It was about Cole. It was about Cole.
That's what I'm saying. Introducing a new character, we are familiar. If you can work with an existing character, we know Liu Kang, so that's less lifting you have to do. Just show us some more of that stuff. With Cole, you're already introducing a new character. I don't know you. You're going to have to do some work on that character. You have to.
I don't know the character.
What about the perspective of the people who've never played Mortal Kombat, never seen Mortal Kombat
ever again?
They don't know who Liu Kang is. They don't know who none of these people is. You have to
right. That's
why support those people.
Work with me when I say that whole beginning part becomes redundant when he's having the same flashback over and over. You could have spent that little bit of time. It was about his dad. You could have spent that time explaining him and spent other time doing that. Show me a Luke. Like, you could have opened a movie with Kung Lao messing somebody up for the first time and they're like, yo, like, we didn't see what was up. Or them finding Liu Kang, anything like that. Like, show me how Sub-Zero linked up with Buddy. Or he just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, they showed him killing Scorpion and ran with it.
My thing is, I understand the new stuff. I understand what Javon, what you're saying, and Deonte, what you're saying. My thing is, like, and I got to go back to the comparison. You got to make it good. Marvel, you can jump into any Marvel movie and like, okay, this is what this is about. Even if you haven't watched all the other stuff, you're fresh eyes. If you don't know anything about the series, the movie, the games, and all that stuff before, that's why you have a movie. It's supposed to be there you're supposed to explain everything in the movie, elaborate on the characters, develop, and do all that stuff. If you just don't have a good movie, you just don't have a good movie. Marvel really does it well where you could just jump in. Where you go to DC where it's like, you see what happens when it's rushed and it's not really, they're not taking their time. With me in Mortal Kombat, I think it went good, but I'm like, I don't understand why they made certain decisions. Like you are honored and celebrated by having so many characters and introducing these backstories and all that stuff. Why are we taking the time to introduce a new character that y'all not even going to explain properly? To be the lead of your film.
What more do you need to know about Cole?
I want to see more about Cole. I want to connect to Cole. I want to see, this was lit. I want to see him interact. Like, even if this was just Sonya, Cole, Jax, and stupid Kano, I would have liked it if it was just about them, like, a little more closed story. But it wasn't. It was like, you have all this other stuff and a new character. Learn about Cole, which we only going to show him. To be honest, I didn't even know that was his wife and kid. I thought that was his sister or a friend from the neighborhood. Because
he kissed her in the beginning of this movie. And then said, hey, Dad. Hey, Mom.
I understand that, but I didn't really connect to them. I'm saying if you're watching that and you missed that one kiss out the whole movie, hey, Mom and hey, Dad, all you see them is just running. Come on, let's go. You
watch the movie. If you watch the movie, you watch the movie, sir. Okay. Sit down and watch and pay attention to the movie. Don't fall asleep.
All right. So that's different from like WandaVision. You've had a whole backstory of Wanda and Vision. You've seen them be together. You saw them struggle. You saw all this. When you go to WandaVision, you get a better understanding of their family dynamic. If you're trying to introduce this new character and you don't really do the best about elaborating on him and showing his backstory, when I see these little moments, they are easy to miss or even to forget. And it's just like, even if they all even look, him and his wife look like, he looks super young, and it just, if all that stuff is already there happening, I'm just like, all right. Oh yeah, they are. It's different. It's tough to connect to them if I don't see more of that, or I don't know this character, especially if, you know, they look like a non-traditional family.
Because they're young.
All right. I don't have time to go down
Totally gotta be here.
filmmaking. I don't have time to go down filmmaking. It's fine.
You don't. It's not complicated for me.
I know you can run it back. We'll have it up on tomorrow. You can listen to it, take some notes. I can send a couple,
I don't need
spark
any
notes. It's okay. I sent some, about Act 1, Act 2, Act 3. How do you guys